YouTube, good morning. What's going on? It's your girl Telly. Welcome back to TelliVision87. Look, excuse the lighting out here. The sun isn't all the way up yet. It's like 7:15. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about this Tamar Kandi drama that has been going on while it's still fresh, okay? Shout out to all the YouTubers who was posting videos. It seemed like every 2 to 4 hours yesterday because it was a lot going on. But I wanted to wait until I got most of it and then just come and make one video. So this all started, and Kandi is just getting it from left and right. Between this and Escape and SWV show, it's a lot going on. So this all started Sunday night, right? Watch What Happens Live. Tamar was on there with Evelyn and Nivea promoting Queen's Court, which is actually a pretty decent show, but I kind of got some spoilers on the way, but I'm still gonna watch it anyway. I'm about to start episode 4 today. So on there promoting that, one of the viewers calls in. They take a video call. They ask Tamar about, oh, remember that housewife you said housewives and their husband approached you? You put it on Instagram a while back. Do you want to say who it is? Tamar says, she doesn't really say a name at first. But she was like, yeah, it did happen. I'm not making it up. I'm not looking for attention. Andy, which is Andy Cohen's job, his job is to be messy and try to get the answer out of the person. Andy says, well, was it everybody think it's Eva? Was it Eva? Tamar says, no, it wasn't Eva. He comes back and says, well, what about Kandi? Tamar takes a sip of her drink. Yes, that means it's Kandi. She took a sip of that drink. She made a face. She, rolled her neck. And it was like, oh, my God, I thought you and Kandi was cool, after Big Brother. Tamar said, yes, I thought so, too. I was shocked. And blah, 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 blah. So, of course, when I saw that, I watched it, right after Escaping SWV. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, uh-oh, here we go again. And that's exactly what happened, because everybody was in a uproar, like, well, what is going on? Okay, she confirmed. She said it without saying it, but she confirmed that it was Kandi. So now everybody's like, what? So that means Todd is the one, who stepped to her. I believe when Tamar first put the story out, she was saying like accosted, which is, that's a big word for threat. But I'm like, from what we've seen of Todd, he's not that type of person. He be staying out of the women's drama on the Housewives. So that just didn't even seem like something that would even happen. So between all of this Kandi's stuff going on with, Escaping SWV and her having to defend what she's talking about, saying that Escape, want to be the headliners, this, that, and the third. Now she got to deal with this. Everybody's looking to Kandi to post something. She says she's going on Amazon Live, but she may get to it later. She gets on Amazon Live. The requests are coming in. It's like so many people asking her the same question to where she is like, she has to say something. So she says, yes, me and Tamar did have words, but Todd didn't do nothing. Todd didn't threaten her. Todd was not like that at all, like what Tamar is accusing him of. So Kandi did confirm that her and Tamar had words, which is, i.e. cussed out, which Tamar said on her IG Live, because people were coming at Tamar like, dang, Tamar, why you had to say something? Like, why couldn't you just say no comment or whatever and blah, blah, blah. But Tamar says she tried to deflect. I don't think that Tamar tried to deflect. Tamar deflecting would have been, yeah, I posted that a while ago on my Instagram, but I don't want to stay in the past. I just want to move on. I don't even want to get into that. And at that point, if Andy was still going to do what he was going to do and try to be messy, she could have said, you know what, Andy, I'm really trying to do better. I don't even want to talk about it no more. Let's just move on. And Queen's Court is streaming on Peacock. That would have been a proper deflection. But her absolutely saying it was not Eva, and then when Kandi name dropped, taking a sip of her drink, like all animated and stuff, that's where she went wrong and said, oh, I thought me and Kandi was cool. I'm totally shocked. So it's like, you would claim that you was trying to deflect, but then you was like, oh, I'll talk about it, call me later and I'll tell you about it, Andy, and then took another sip of her drink. So that, all of that extra right there is what be getting Tamar in trouble. And that was just a lot. It's just a lot. So Tamar says on her live, when she's in the car riding with JR, her fiance, whatever, which is a whole different thing, because Tamar, just a couple of days before, one of his baby mamas was, coming for Tamar online, saying that she supposedly has been causing drama in, their relationship, and supposedly keeping JR from seeing his kids, which that's a whole different thing. But basically, Tamar be staying in some drama. So she's riding in the car with JR. She's like, yeah, look, I went backstage. I was getting ready to go on. I saw Kandi in the hallway, say, hey, what's up, sis? She said, Kandi goes up to her and it's like, you did this and blah, 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 and I can't deal with you, and why you had to go and say this, and then you double down. I absolutely believe it. They both said that they had words. So yeah, Kandi went off on her. Todd went to come and get her, and Tamar says that Todd said, you know what it is. That's not an accost. That's not a threat. You know what it is. It's like, you know what you did. You know the mess that you be on. And what Kandi said when she was talking to House of Aaron, and the whole thing came up, that was like one thing. And then another thing that had that originally stemmed from was the whole Carlos King situation. When Kandi would, like, it's, you see my brain, it's like so much that just happened. This whole thing started because it was, Kandi put it out there that Carlos King was the one who stole the rights to Escape and Escape to make the movie, and the rights for the Escape movie. And Kandi was upset, and she talked about it on House of Aaron. She was upset because it was done behind Kandi's back, and allegedly tried to call Mama Joyce, got Mama Joyce on the phone, was saying that it was like going to be some docu-series about girl group, but he was trying to get information to turn it into a movie. This is what Kandi said. So she wasn't necessarily upset about the unauthorized part, because that happens all the time, which Tamar also said on Dish Nation. It was the fact that it was Carlos King, and that he went behind her back when he could have easily reached out to her and said, hey, this is what I want to do, thinking about doing whatever, instead of being around her all that time and shopping something about her life when he literally had access to her and didn't have to go about it in a shady way. That's why Kandi was upset, from what I understand. It wasn't the unauthorized, it was the way in which he went about it. So now, let's get to the Dish Nation thing. I actually went back to watch that clip because I just wanted to make sure, because everybody under them comments when that clip first came out was, damn, like, Tamar, here you go being messy. And the thing with Tamar is, people want to see Tamar change. She's always hollering about that she's changed, but she comes and she does the same type of thing over and over. So we stay on you, Tamar, because you haven't really changed. You claiming that you have, and it's so funny, she got a song out now called Change, but she ain't changing. She's proven that time and time again. She was on Dish Nation. Of course they're gonna ask her about it. She says she heard about it. She says she doesn't know Carlos to be a liar. And she did say it was shady that Carlos and his team or whatever was trying to contact Mama Joyce and, try to spin the whole thing. She did say that was shady, but the part that got Tamar in trouble to me was the fact that she was saying something in the milk ain't clean. I need to hear Carlos' side because I don't know Carlos to be a liar. And that's the part that got her in a little bit of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, why would you're basically insinuating that something in the milk ain't clean means somebody lying, somebody ain't telling the truth. So without even hearing Carlos's side of the story, his side of the story wasn't even out. I don't think he's ever even spoken on that. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're basically saying that, well, I don't believe Kandi all the way 100%. She got to be lying. I don't think it's that. That is what I believe Kandi was upset about, and then doubled down on her Instagram with the birthday post. Or what was it, a birthday post? No, it was Tamar was performing. Carlos put it in his story, blah blah blah. She retagged him and said, "Thank you, Carlos, my friend, who don't have to steal nothing from nobody." That is also what got Kandi upset, because it's like, how Tamar? That right there, you picking a side instead of just saying. All she had to do on Dish Nation was say, and another thing she said too on Dish Nation was that she just recently met Carlos. You just recently met this man. How do you know if he stole some or not? How do you know? Carlos and Kandi been knowing each other from Housewives for a long time. Even Carlos and Todd was working together on Hollywood Divas, and they supposedly fell out over some drama. So maybe that's the reason why. It could be a reason why Carlos was trying to go behind Kandi back in the first place, was because of he didn't have direct access to her no more because of that, possibly. I don't know. I don't know what the whole timeline of this is. I don't know how long Carlos was apparently trying to get this going and sell it to TV One. I don't know, around the years of the time frame. But that could be a reason why, because it's like, you got Kandi's information. Carlos could have easily just went up to her, call her on the phone, whatever. If it wasn't her directly, her business management, and even if it wasn't Kandi, he could have reached out to Tiny. He could have tried to reach out to Tasha or Tamika or somebody in the escape business camp instead of doing that. But Kandi has every right to feel some type of way. And this is why she was upset, because she doubled down. You chose a side from somebody that you hardly even know. Like I was about to say, all she had to say on Dish Nation was, you know what? I'm hearing Kandi's side of the story. It's unfortunate if that this is going on. I just met Carlos recently. He seemed like a cool dude. Hopefully they can work it out. blah blah blah. But it's adding extra and jumping into stuff that really don't have to do with you. Tamar is always going to be asked her opinion on hot topics or whatever. You go on that show, that's what it's for. But Tamar has to learn how to answer the questions without being messy. Especially when she didn't have both sides at that point yet. You could say, yeah, I would like to hear Carlos' side of the story. This is just a lot. I just don't know. It's unfortunate. But to say, something in the milk ain't clean and I need the tea. It's like, well, okay, Tamar. And this is why that reputation, and Tamar be hollering like, oh, I'm trying to change. Your reputation, Tamar, always precedes you because you always in some mess. Always. And jumping into stuff that has nothing to do with you, i.e. K. Michelle, Toya from, all those years ago. And it's been other stuff too. So yeah, let me know what y'all think about all of this. So after the fact, I thought everything, had died down or whatever. Tamar proceeds to go. This is why Tamar, again, be staying in the foolery. Because Kandi addressed it for that little tidbit on Amazon Live. I don't know if she's going to do a full speak on it or whatever. She may not. It may just be like, whatever. I got so much going on. I ain't even got time. So we'll see if Kandi comes back out. If she doesn't, that's fine. Because it's going on long enough. Tamar jumps under the caption where Kandi is taking heat for the escape headlining comments and proceeds to say that Kandi ass can't sing, the most non-singing ass in the world, blah 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 blah, but go stream my song Changed. And then you call her Billy Goat. You calling her Billy Goat and Tadrina. It's like, okay, Tamar, you said what you said in the car and your Instagram live when you and JR was in the car. Tamar, Kandi said what she had to say. Leave it alone. But you jump in there and then you talking about, oh, I got triggered. The old me came back out. No, Tamar, the old you never left. The old you never left. Never left. So it's the extra mess you putting on top of it already. If she would have just said what she said in the car and left it alone, fine. But you went out of your way to go up under that girl post and then post some more crap like that. That was completely unnecessary. That's why people don't give you the benefit of the doubt, Tamar, and you stay in some mess. But let me know what y'all think about it. It's just a lot. If it's more coming out that came out over in the midnight hour, let me know. This child, I went to sleep, okay? I went to sleep. That was enough for me for that one day. Let me know what y'all think about it. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Thank y'all for watching. It's your girl Telly. TelliVision87 is the channel. If y'all missed my Escaping SWV review, go back and check it out. Appreciate y'all for watching. Be back with another review for you guys soon. All right, peace.